Hi, Adiash73 here with part 15 of the Crash Time walkthrough. This time we're on to case 7, Old Friends. So get the case started up, start it on hard as normal, should be used to that by now. And for those that don't know, you always play it on hard just to make sure that you unlock the easy and normal achievements at the same time, because the achievements stack, so only one playthrough required. As with all the other parts of this walkthrough, if there's a particular mission that you're stuck on, what you can do is look at the description shown on YouTube, click on the time, and that will fast jump you through this video to that particular element. So mission 1 is a checkpoint race. Got to get to the two locations. The time on this is fairly tight on the hard difficulty. Can't afford any major accidents or to get held up too far.
Was close. I almost ended up having to take you to your buddy on foot.
Well, you don't want that, do you? I mean, the humour is so side-splitting, it's unbelievable. There we are, final checkpoint in sight. Not too much time left over. Mission 2 of the case Old Friends, which is case number 7, is shown here. This is a straightforward follow mission. This one does take quite a while. It does take you on a big tour of the map, so get prepared for a long one. Case 7 has quite a few missions, and this is spread across walkthrough parts number 15 and 16. The key things to mention about this particular mission, mission 2, is that the train tracks. Now we're just going to come up and cross a set of train tracks here.
This was just supposed to be a fun evening. I can't imagine why anyone would want to kill my friend.
How did you guys meet?
We went to the police academy together, but he got a sports injury and ended up working in the lab.
So you could say he's a colleague with a long list of criminals convicted in the past.
You're right, that's a lot of suspects.
So the train tracks are important. I mentioned those previously. You will cross over quite a few of those, and it's generally on the train tracks that things can go a bit wrong. So he'll cross the track and then you won't cross in time, and you'll get stuck the wrong side of the train, have to wait for that to pass, and he's off, he's gone, and it forces you to restart the mission. So just be aware of that. It's worthwhile being a bit more on his bumper when you're approaching the train track sections. So we just passed another train track there. We're all right on that one. Again, that bend there, if you're going at a bit of speed, it can be a bit tricky. Again, coming up to another train crossing. No trains in sight for me on this one. Bit more traffic on the road to weave through, but no major dramas. coming up to some more level crossings. Back up this section of road, we've already been up here once. And there are more train tracks there. So we're approaching the end now, finally. So he stops, just reverse up, make sure you don't get too close. And then that's it, there's nothing else to do. Essentially the mission is over, you're just waiting for it to pop. Mission 3 of the case Old Friends, case 7. So we're off, we've got one destination to get to, and on this one the timing is very tight. Very, very tight indeed. So get held up a little bit by the train, but not too much. I sort of knew that was there because this took me a couple of attempts. So I'd slowed down and then didn't kill my speed totally, so then I could floor it again as soon as I had room to accelerate and not have to stop again. On this mission, if you have a major accident, or even if you have a series or a number of smaller accidents, I would consider restarting straight away. As you can see, I'm not messing about, I'm flooring it. Keeping it tidy. A little bit wayward there. But I didn't lose too much time. Held on to it just enough. If that had been any worse, then you'll see when we get through to the end of this footage I would have definitely missed out. So you have to judge it yourself. Generally, as you can see, I've been very clean, been very tidy. So again, close to the end, timer is counting down. There's the objective, and make sure you're breaking plenty of time, and look at the time I finish on. Less than a second, but I did overshoot. Here we are into mission 4, probably the most frustrating mission in the game. First thing to do is select the Chase 2 camera style. The reason I'm suggesting that is because it gives you a higher looking down view. As you can see, I've been playing the rest of this walkthrough and the rest of the game in chase view, but you just need that slightly angled up looking down perspective to assist you when you get to the end of the mission. So get through that first section of road. It's a little bit twisty, but as long as you stay over the 40 kilometers an hour, you should be fine. Now once you get through this next section, which is the hairpin section, which shouldn't cause you too many problems, you're required to press the right thumbstick in when you pass through a blue box. Now any of these missions in the game where you're required to get in the blue box are a bit frustrating, they're very difficult. It's very sensitive in terms of where you're positioned. It could be because we're on the hard difficulty. I've not played it on the lower difficulty, so I couldn't say for sure. We're coming to the crunch now, so slow down slightly just to give yourself a bigger window of opportunity of getting the button pressed correct, and then hit the button and time it just right. You'll get that cutscene and you'll be successful. On to mission 5 of the Old Friends case. This is a straight up checkpoint race, 4 checkpoints to hit within the required time. Again, as with a lot of the missions on this case, the time constraints are very tight. You haven't got too much time to muck about, so if you have a serious accident or a series of smaller accidents that hold you up, then do consider restarting. Again, the course or the route you need to follow isn't clearly indicated, you just have the GPS marker to follow. Almost lost it there. Okay, and almost lost it there. It is possible to lose it quite badly through this little twisty section, so just be aware of that when you're playing it yourself. So after this junction, just be aware to don't go as fast as I do down this section. Obviously I was lucky there, no oncoming vehicles to hit. Then after this checkpoint, just slow down because you need to take that turning I've just driven past. So I have to loop round on myself and then nip back down. So that's why my time at the finish is very tight. Hopefully you'll do better than I did. And that's it, mission over. As always, I hope you find this part of the walkthrough useful. By all means check out the other parts or my channel for more video solutions, walkthroughs and vlogs. As always, thanks for watching and listening. Take care and goodbye.